Chelsea so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And it's Batistuta. Haaland! Space for him to turn and look. There's the delivery. Gerrard. Valde. Oh, shooting chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. That's been cut out, well played.
Indonesia really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Chance to deliver. Kane constantly looking for the ball into the box. Batistuta. And it's Ronaldinho. And the pass is intercepted. Kane.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Looking for options for movement. Gerrard. And no, that was never going to make it.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Gerrard. Gerrard gets on his bike and on the move. Gerrard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Distributed tidily. Nicely aimed pass. Batistuta. Ronaldinho. Looking here to chip it through. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Now that looks a decent ball. Threads one in. Now there's a fine ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And he's had it nicked away. Gerrard. Yamal finding himself in space. Juve. Beraldo calmly anticipates. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's run loose here. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Hello everybody.
What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Kane. Juve. Balde. That ball looks a good one. McAllister. Yamal.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And it's McAllister. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Vinicius Junior. Great vision. And he's worked it through. Vinicius Junior. In by Vinicius. Towering header! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Howson wins the duel this time. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Can he get on the end of this? Duke, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. And he's picked it up out wide. Nice sequence of passes, this. Rijkaard, and this is Kane. It's Kane! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, easy pickings there. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Chelsea clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Isak. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And it's Balde. Lovely, now then. Oh, what? And Batistuta! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Tunisia have their third corner.
Number 7, Marco Asensio.
Balde. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's a lovely, neat pass. Gerrard, not destined for the flank. Chelsea perhaps contemplating their next change here.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 21, Kane. Number 3, Balde.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Albert Ferrer cuts it out.
Number 15, Marquinhos.
Bojan. And here's Messi. Gives it back.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That has been cut short. Asensio! And for a moment, time stood still.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Howson deals with that comfortably.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number
So their
20,
fourth corner of the game.
El Hadj Diouf. Number 5, Erling Haaland. Coming on the field, number 17, Okazaki. Number 18, Cristiano Ronaldo.
He's having a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They're up to 5 corners now.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, good-looking ball. Azar. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Bojan.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
That is commitment to the cause. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Rijkaard with the short one. Azar. 4 extra minutes added on. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And it's Mendes. Passes short and sharp. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Bojan. And it's Okazaki. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
I think they're done. They are done. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Kindly contact a nearby
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage.